Bienvenidos, welcome or welcome back. Today we have Haunting of Hill House episode 5. I'm assuming it's going to be about Nellie because she's the only child left. Slightly more depressing than the others since we know how her story is going to end. Last couple of episodes have had some pretty good scares for me. I may damage Bartholomew at some point. Can I sue Hill House if that happens? Something to look into. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, especially sub. I'm trying to get to that 1K before year's end, so do us a favor and hit that sub button. I also have a Patreon, which will have the full length of each Haunting of Hill House episode, along with full lengths of Veronica Mars and classic Doctor Who, and movies that I watch like Inside Out 2 and Vision of the Body Snatchers. No reason to give a long intro, let's just get into it. Oh, straight into the intro. Oh, look, it's nighttime. Excuse us. Here. Go. The first night. Shit has been happening since the first night. Is that her moving? Or something moving the sheets? What are we, like 2 minutes in? Not even?
It was just a nightmare.
I was awake.
It was a nightmare.
She was there.
Was not a nightmare.
Maybe it was Theo.
No, it wasn't Theo.
Go ask Theo.
It was like a midnight baby.
If she comes back, you come find us, okay?
Yeah, and we'll scare her away.
Tonight.
He lies.
I'd rather sleep here in case she comes back.
Why don't you sleep with your parents? You were just in their bed last night.
Okay.
Did they
just
say no?
tonight, then. Good night.
Big, unprotected
ladies.
room. Nah.
Good night.
It's some salt at least.
What a clever little white witch.
Can I have a locket like that someday?
You can hold on to it tonight, and when you're older, I'll give you this one.
That's sweet. Fortunately, Mom is gonna die in a few days. Actually, I don't know how long they were in the house before. This is from the first episode, right? I'm sure the clock becomes background noise, but I always wondered if I'd be able to sleep in a room with like a big like grandfather clock or something going off. Not going off, ticking. And just the clock slowing down or something. So it's just getting louder but slower. And there's this bitch. And there's this bitch. There we go. I was a little early. Bitch here now. Oh, she actually gets sleep paralysis?
Panic and my breath gets fast and
So
heavy.
It's not just
My
seeing
heart
shit?
feels like it's pounding out of my chest.
Do you ever see anything during these episodes?
Like what?
No?
People sometimes say they see things.
Sleep
I know this all
paralysis
must sound
demon.
Really weird.
Have you ever had moments of sleep paralysis? I have had 2. It was horrible. It was super frightening. The sensation, oh my God. 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
And so you've never sought treatment or done any other sleep studies?
No, I googled it. I was surprised to find that there was something to be done. And about the things I sometimes see.
Hallucinations are actually fairly common because of the disrupted boundary between your dream state and your wakefulness. Just call me Arthur.
Arthur,
Oh, that's the husband.
You okay?
it's nice to be listened to.
Yes. Yes. When you have something going on medically, when you go see someone, a professional, and they don't really listen or they downplay your concerns, it is the most frustrating, irritating, somewhat degrading thing. And I know it happens more to women. You can Google that. I think it's rollover from when women had hysterics. And you finally get a doctor that actually you feel like is actually listening to your concerns and trying to develop a treatment plan, it is like salvation. I have medical issues. Been there.
Do you drink coffee?
Are you... Are you asking me if I want to get coffee?
It's for the health history section in your file.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, don't.
you know what? I'm
No,
gonna have to
I
change
completely misread
practices.
Planning on waiting until the end of your visit to ask you out for coffee.
Oh, okay, we good then.
Since you brought it up.
What you watching? What you not watching? I don't know what that is. At this point, I don't think they know what that is. I need to remember to look up this song later. The family is Steve there? No. Aww. I would probably end up choking on that. She said yes.
Clench your face. Good.
Can you die from that? Like, could you like choke or something?
All the clouds blew away.
This singer sounds familiar.
Strange how hard it rains now.
Her finger was a little too close to the lens for my liking. Not the point. Let's move on.
Watch. Any second now.
Okay. Oh, they're waiting for Shoal to get clued in. Okay, now she must know.
There it is.
10 minutes. It took her almost 10 minutes.
Luke said he might move out there too.
Who knows if he'll be in any condition to. I hope he does.
There you go. That's a better
She was here
response
today.
on her wedding day, especially.
You're gonna love LA.
He was
Yo,
here.
Yeah, you can
For
go
a little
skiing
bit.
and surfing.
Oh, hey, Mom. Nice of you to come. Aren't you dead? Oh, and she's with Dad. Romantic.
You deserve this, Nellie.
Her life turned out so nice. And we know how it ends. Not so much. 8 months later. Like, her life turned out nice and ended early. And Luke's life has turned out crap. Hopefully it won't end early. Again, all I can think of is morning breath. Right in the face.
I'll get the light.
What? What? Just happened? Oh, that's not necessary. Shoot! Shoot! Go on, get! Go on, get! Is he still alive? I can't tell if he's breathing. No, crawl to a phone. Crawl to a phone. 911, dear. Oh, he did. Those eyes are open. I guess the phone will make a difference.
He was dead and she was back.
How long had it been since you'd seen her? I mean,
It's been almost 2 years.
Wait, she had seen her the entire time? I thought it was something that happened in Hill House, and like now they're showing Arthur died and she back. She was seeing her the whole time? Was she seeing her every time she had sleep paralysis? Or just on occasion? I have questions now. Because if it was every time, for the last I don't know how many years at this point, I'd be like, hey girl, what's happening? It's been a little while. How are the kids?
But then he came into my life and she went away.
Not every time. She had sleep paralysis then because she had sleep paralysis with him. And I guess she didn't see her.
And then she killed him.
oh, we've talked about this before. Arthur died of an aneurysm.
Aneurysms are scary because
Hill House.
feels like kind of can happen to anyone at any time. No detection. perfect health, and then
Don't worry.
not anymore. Did I think I asked this before? Did Hill House come with all of this furniture and stuff? But they're flipping, so I assume they wouldn't have moved everything in. I mean, damn.
Mrs.
There's a
Duffy,
lot of stuff in
look
that
what
house.
I found.
My goodness.
Have it appraised.
Well, let's see. Where did you find this?
In the toy room.
Where?
Look at this one. Stars.
A cup of stars. Well, I'll be. Jacqueline. Jacqueline's cup of stars. Here she is.
Even the
Jacqueline
pictures?
Hill. Her mom owned this house, Mrs. Hill. This was her room, actually. That's her when she was young. I took care of her when she was old. She lived in that bed. She said a lot of things toward the end that didn't make sense.
Did she also say, hey, the house is haunted, maybe you should get out?
Tea set. As long as your parents agree.
There you go.
When am I going to drink out of
Mention,
this one?
leave it up to the parents.
Anything. Unless Mommy says no. I broke a mug once.
Well, that's
I'm not
quite
supposed to
old.
have
Are we
things
sure
that
it's
are
not,
fragile.
you know,
And
painted with
this
lead?
was fragile.
Insist on your cup of stars. Once they've trapped you into being like everyone else, you'll never see your cup of stars again. But you should wash it first.
I need a cup of
It's
stars.
very dusty.
Also, check for lead paint.
Mommy, look what I found. Can we have a tea party?
Not now. Come with me right now.
Why is she angry?
We have a very,
Oh.
very important job. We take care of the house. It takes care of us.
Oh, the house is trying to take
So why
care
would
of
you
you,
do
all
that?
right. Oh, migraine?
You can help her clean up, Theo. And I expect it to be done before I get back.
It's chalk.
She's
Done.
rude. You didn't. You can tell? With your hand?
Is something behind her moving?
I don't see why it matters. I'm pulling down this wallpaper anyway.
Unless it's a note from the doctor. That's not cool. Come home now.
Hey,
Jeez, thanks for picking me up.
is this a good place?
Oh, yeah, it's a palace.
Oh, going to another
How
rehab.
are you? Yeah, it's been really hard ever since Arthur. Yeah. Been having a hard time sleeping in that house without him. So
Time to sell that
yeah,
house.
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just been.
Can you take a right and pull over?
Oh, he
please?
wasn't listening at all, was he?
I just need one.
Do
more
not
favor.
ask her to buy drugs for you.
Why are we?
See that guy?
Oh my
That guy
God,
going
Luke.
there, going there.
You're on your way to rehab.
Yeah?
I need to get well before I go in.
No, you
I'm not sure.
you
I
go in
understand.
to get well.
You know, it helps. It's just really helpful.
Oh, really? Is that why it's worked for you every time before you've done this?
It's a little thing.
It's not a little thing.
And
It's
I'll
a
pay- I'll
big
pay you
thing.
back as soon as I get out.
It's a big thing.
And it's, I
N-
promise you.
Just lock the
Look, I'm
doors
tired of
and
this
take him to
okay?
rehab.
Look at me.
Just look at
It's
him.
just you.
He looks like a junkie.
You believe me, right? I believed you.
Well, I say no,
Believe me now.
but if this is the time we're in present day, in essence, he did actually do it so far, 90 days.
Just $20.
What you said is the longest he's ever been.
I've been having a really hard time too, and nobody wants to see it. You know,
I wanna see it,
Listen
okay?
to her
I want to see it.
and then get your
I
drugs.
get it.
It's raining though.
I'll be right back.
Don't steal her shit.
He just spit that out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's what they do.
My hygiene could never.
You're still collecting those buttons?
Is she even asleep?
Find some. Millie.
Is she having a sleep paralysis
Really?
while awake? Why? Why? What? Some of those pills look familiar, but anyway, why?
I saw my brother last month. Our bed opened up in a center downtown, and he needed someone to drive him.
Okay. In the last episode, I was kind of angry when they told Luke he couldn't come back to the center, because if you leave, you lose your bed. And I was like, you've paid for that bed. Did he not pay for that bed? Is that it? It's a community thing. In which case, never mind. Go back to that video and unwatch that section of my rant.
How is this new medication working for you?
Yeah, I had some issues flushing it down the toilet.
Are you sure?
What kind of question is that?
Because
That
he
seems to have
can
really upset you.
see that you're not
Is there more to this
behaving
story?
normally.
I wish you would have called me. That is not the way you help an addict.
It was a little thing, and he's fine. Can we drop it?
And why did you mention it?
Could you just... You said you would.
Please, you know I don't like
You said you would.
Where?
The pillow.
Has she not changed the pillow since he died?
Here.
Yo, I think maybe you need to sell this house and move somewhere else. It's time to let go.
That's where he died.
Nellie, I don't want to...
You said you...
Hey! The fuck! Nellie! I am feeling serious fucking concern. That is what I am feeling.
I just
Me
want to
too.
know if he's still here.
He's not.
I mean,
And
no.
I know that.
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
I'm sorry,
he's
but you
moved
can't-
on.
What is this new doctor doing for you anyway?
She's not taking her pills.
I have to be here for Luke.
Does Shirley know what he made you do?
Why would he tell him?
Like you're above taking money from
Why would she tell him?
But don't lecture me about adulthood, Theo. Not from Shirley's fucking guest house.
Ooh, now I think you may have crossed some lines. I think you need to take your meds.
So does anyone else have another question? Not related to Hill House.
I have a question, Steve. Why do you keep lying to these people?
Uh-oh. She's still not on her meds.
And then you make so much money.
Nell!
I'm just asking why.
Are you getting your 8%? I'm just curious.
You've had 6 years to file a complaint. Why the hell are you doing this now?
Because she's not on her meds.
Are you off your meds?
No.
Yes.
I confronted my brother, just like you told me to.
I'm not so sure I use that word confront. Do you think that was constructive? I'm gonna ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me.
Yes, I'm taking my meds.
He said honest, girl.
Standing up for myself.
He said honest.
It always comes back to one thing.
Hill
The
House?
house.
There's an excellent reason for that.
It's evil.
Just a collection of bricks and wood and glass have that much power over people.
Because the devil.
You've never been there.
But see, neither of you, not for a long, long time.
Is that
And
why
I
she goes
think
back to
that
Hill
if you were
House?
to look at it today, after all these years, empty in the woods.
Does she go
you'd
up
find
to
it's
Hill
not a
House because
monster.
of the doctor?
It's barely even a house.
Oh.
It's just a building.
Does she go back to Hill House because the doctor's like, confront your past. Nothing is real. Nothing of that is real. Confront your past. Because that sucks. Damn you, doctor.
What are we doing
As
here?
was it the last night when they're running
Are
to
we
the
going
house?
back for Mom?
Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theo's like, nah. I've had enough of visions for one night. I'm good.
You locked this door.
Theo, did you see anything?
Not with my eyes.
We're in the red room.
In the red room.
We're in the red room having a tea party with Abigail and Mommy. That wasn't Mommy.
Hey, that's not a cup of stars. Oh, it's the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same motel that they went in, but I wonder if it's the same room. I guess all the motel rooms look the same, right? No, sleep paralysis again. And she's not taking her pills. Why should we be surprised at this? Are you gonna see that bitch? Oh. Luke. Sorry, no hay nadie. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Did you find Mommy?
Looks like he found Mommy's blood.
Is she okay?
Hell no, girl.
She's okay now. It's just pain. You should get some. It's okay, honey. I called them.
Maybe you should have changed before they got here or something. Actually, that might have been more suspicious.
Give me a sec.
Don't touch her with the mom's blood all over your hands. Ugh. Hey, she's wearing Converse too, like Luke. I really like Converse, so it sticks out to me. Just going down the list. Help,
Sorry.
help. We don't know what Nell did for a living,
I'm worried
right?
about Luke.
Man, I wouldn't want to get a drink in that motel. Look at the dark little alley thing. Does not look friendly. That is never a good sign. Ever. There goes the last one. Soda machine too? While you at it. Fuck! Fuck! I'm fine. Better change that for some vodka.
I'll be around tomorrow if you still need to chat.
Oh, she's not gonna be around tomorrow. Oh. What is happening to the lighting? Oh, did you just stay there until nighttime? You just sat there?
How long are you gonna put this off, Nellie?
Put it off longer. In fact, go home.
There's nothing wrong with going at night.
Yes, there is.
It's just a carcass in the woods.
All the things are wrong with going at night.
It's just a carcass. It's just a carcass in the woods.
So what you're saying, this is the doctor's fault. And he'll never know. The chain isn't locked? Why wouldn't it be locked?
I'm gonna drive to Orlando.
No, and there are the lights.
I love you, Daddy.
Are you okay?
She is not okay. The porch light. Oh my god.
It's fine.
This is the house as she remembers it when they lived there.
Where have you been?
Oh, and the memories are speaking to her.
Which way did he go, Nellie?
You rat. Ah, and then reality. What? Why is she writing that backwards? But it said welcome home, Nellie, instead of come home.
But you're not even dressed.
Oh, is she naked too? Is that kind of nightmare?
I didn't write that.
Yeah, you just saw her write it.
We always believed you.
Is this like feeding her desires? I was saying, is it feeding her desires to keep her sedate? Guide her to the outcome the house wants? What a nice sacrificial dress.
We can't be late for the reception. You're expected.
Reliving her wedding reception with all her loving family, all the apologies she wished she had heard. A clean, present Luke.
I'm clean and sober, all thanks to you.
And of course, the loving husband still alive. Oh, time to dance. But she wasn't dancing with the devil. Well, it's not relevant to the story, so they probably will never mention why this house had so many statues. Who lives like this? Unless you're like in a Greek palace. Oh, the ghosts are no longer at the open bar. Ghost Abigail. Ugh, the uncomfortable stairs. Oh, you said the ropes that the mom mentioned about being a hazard. I can't remember if they were still there in present day, if we saw them. Why is that a noose? Why is that a noose? Oh, the locket that she wanted. Oh, did it just trick her to put the noose around her neck? Does the house make you kill yourself, but you don't know that you're doing it? And this is how she dies? Just climb back over.
It's time to wake up, sweetheart.
Ugh. She was the bent neck lady? She haunted herself? She was haunted by her own death? Abby. Hey. What in the dark Doctor Who She has been haunted by her own death her whole life. What a twisted time loop. And then that begs the question, if she hadn't been haunted by her own death her whole life, would she have ended up dying in this manner to begin with? Okay. That's the end of episode 5. And we learned that she haunted herself. She was the bent neck lady the whole time. My time travel loving brain is having a meltdown. It was a good episode. We saw things that don't matter anymore, because all that matters is she was the bent neck lady the whole time. She was haunted by her own death, and I need to go lay down. And that's pretty much all that happened in this episode, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember anything else. So if you like the episode, please like, comment, subscribe. Please let me know if that was supposed to be obvious from before, like from episodes before. Was that supposed to be obvious? I'm gonna assume no. I'm gonna assume you weren't supposed to know until this episode, because damn. And I will see you all next time.